Welcome to Shooting Shit with Rhonda and T. Tonight we are viewing Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 6, Episode 5. But before we you gonna do your part? Before... Nope, we're not done yet. Before we start, smash that thumbs up button. Thank you.
What are we doing?
People that are watching.
You gotta talk.
People that are watching. If you hear her saying mine, comment down below how many times do you think that she said my part?
Well, you should come to work.
And say how many times she said my part too. And if y'all like my part.
Right there and you didn't come do it.
When you're there in the room and you don't even say your part and you're there, what are we supposed to do?
How many do you have to do?
We only had 2.
I'm going to quit.
Then he threatened to quit.
And he still ain't said his part.
All right, y'all. So let's get this over because I love Huntsville.
Did you tell the people what to do?
I did. I said I did. And then he came in. So smash it. And like and subscribe. And he hears me, so I can't say it again. So Stormy and Courtney meets up with their team, which is really small. Okay, it's to seem like to be able to handle the orders that's coming in. They're in this new location, and they're currently 4,000 orders behind. On top of that, you know, every time
4,000 behind seems like an awful lot to make up. And how soon are they supposed to make up 4,000?
I don't know, but every time she's late, she's giving the people a gift and or taking something off their order, so she's losing a lot of money. She's talking to the team and she's saying she want to take responsibility as well, to where she dropped the ball, and she gets emotional and starts crying, and she tells us that these people been with her since the beginning.
I see why Stormy reacted the way she did to Melanie, because she's extremely emotional. I feel like I see her crying a lot. Like, she's a very emotional person, Stormy.
She's emotional, but too, I feel like your hormones kick in too, like within a couple of years
but
of
she
having
said
that
she
baby.
cried in every meeting.
Well, she did say that in every meeting. But she might just be an emotional person. But I think your hormones.
If your boss was crying at every meeting, wouldn't you be like, come on? You know how people hate
I had a boss that, yeah, he was like that. He was definitely like that. And y'all, and like, oh, I shouldn't even say what he say because y'all gonna know who I'm talking about. Moving on.
Don't do it.
So she asked her employees for suggestions, and her cousins say they need more workers. Now that's the first thing I thought too, because I was like, this can't be it. But they replied was, I mean, it's a lot of y'all be on y'all phones, and you know, it's 2 people doing the job that one person could do now. I hope it's more workers than just that just made that meeting. Because that wasn't a lot of people.
I mean, listen, I don't know what, and I didn't do factory work.
I did.
But I know production requires, like, what's their set amount of numbers? Like, what's the time frame? That's what I said, 4,000 behind. How long, what are they producing on average in order to, you know what I'm saying, maintain? Child, who is their manager? Who's managing what's happening? Their production.
Cuzzo.
They
said he was production manager. It was Cuzzo. Yep.
Like, I feel like when you come in, they be like, we need to get 25 of these out today.
I don't know you know, what all the process is.
For packaging? For filling orders?
4,000 to me. Y'all should be able to get that out like
Within a week.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand what y'all doing because I have worked in
I know. That's why I said
yeah.
I don't really know what the numbers like, but if I'm guessing, if you've got a team, 4,000 seems like what you could do in a week.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand. I work for a packaging company and we was packaging car parts. And you know, once your work orders come in, this one might have 200, you knock that one out, and then you on to the next one. So 4,000, y'all should be able. Like I said, I don't know. I would like to see how it look like when it run. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, that got to be more than that.
I mean, it's hair products though. Like if she doesn't have a really extensive.
That's what I'm thinking. Small bottles, maybe something this size. You know, your shampoo or whatever. But
Well,
like
when you look
said,
online, they come in sets. So you like they ordered this one. How many? Like I feel like one person should be able to pull out 100 in a day.
child, they should be. Somebody ain't the book. It's cause of. So in the office, they're in the office, her and Courtney. And he tell her, you know, it ain't nothing wrong with crying, but you need to do that in the back. Okay, don't do that all out there. Courtney said if they ain't doing their job, family or not, we gotta let them go. So she meet up with her cousin Junior, production manager, and confront him about his energy. And he yelled, listen, and then right as he said that, Courtney walked in like, not today, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was like, go ahead, I'm gonna just sit here. Y'all go ahead. So Cuzzo say everything was good until Courtney came in and started riding him. And Courtney was like, hell yeah, I do, because I expect more out of you because you the family, you cousin.
He should have more pride in it than anyone else that works there.
Exactly. And he like, well, your brother work here. He was like, yeah, but he don't be coming in late. You always late. And Cuzzo want to have this whole conversation about grace period. Grace period is not the new time. That means every blue moon.
If you running late,
you running late.
Right. No,
that's the time.
So if you're going by grace period, then you're probably gonna be 5 or 10 minutes past the grace period because you're using that as you're supposed to be 15 minutes before your shift.
Here's the thing: if you production manager, your shift's supposed to start before everybody else.
Before everybody.
But the managers is always there first.
What the orders is, who gonna be doing
what? It should be already set up.
Look at how I never worked in a factory, but I just got a general idea.
That's how I got my overtime. I was always coming in 30 minutes before everybody. That's like, come on. But with my one job, you know, we was on a production line that moved. 6 o'clock, they hit the button. The button start. You gotta already have your tool belt and all your stuff together.
For them, no, they just filling orders. Like they gotta walk over to the shelf, the shampoo shelf, the conditioner shelf, the thing, and
you should already have your POs, your paperwork already sitting there. 6 o'clock, we start. Now we walking in the door. We eating. We gotta get our snacks and stuff. Child, cause I've been playing. So Courtney, like, you be on your phone all the time. He like, they do too. They got common sense to put their phone up. Courtney
they
said,
put their phone away when they see him coming. You over here like
he like whatever.
Looking at booties on Instagram because that's what they got. Nothing but asses.
So the bottom line is you fired, cuz. But hey, see what the house this weekend, okay? No hard
feelings. He said no. Come by the house, child.
Come on by. We'll see you. We have food for you, but yeah.
He probably was like, she already crying. She ain't gonna be able to have that conversation. Let me just go ahead, get to the part where you fire, and then all right, now y'all can hug each other and do whatever y'all like.
Me and you us never. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, dang, we did get to see Chandrilla down to the OLG. We did get to see her mess up a few weeks and months, but Cuzzo came in, they said, how you doing? And you're out.
Bye, Cuzzo. It was good to know you. See you at the barbecue on Saturday. Okay.
Nice.
But don't show up on Monday. All right. So Mel meets with her team. She got a whole lot lined up for 2023. The release of her skincare, lead role in the movie, speaking engagements, Fashion Week in Dubai and Mulan. She is packed. And her manager talked. I guess that was her manager. I don't know who she was. But after everybody else left, I'm assuming that was her manager they was talking with. And they talk about having, make sure that she's doing her mental health checks because there's a whole lot going on with that. And the changing of the family and everything. And she says she do that and she's trying to maintain her children's mental health by making sure they still doing the things that they were doing prior to the divorce, like the vacations and everything. With that being said, she's throwing a party for the two oldest girls.
I feel like, just to touch a little bit on what that lady said, I think all mothers do that, no matter what your financial situation is. I feel like, I won't say all, but most mothers go out of their way to make sure the kids is comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Even single moms, you be trying to make sure the party and everything so your kids don't miss out on things. Mm-hmm. But I feel like somebody like Mel, who's always like, oh, I'm peaceful, I'm fine. She probably do need to go check on herself because she got a lot going on to be walking around pretending like, I'm just looking at the lights and being fine. I feel like I would be ready to like punch a hole in the wall.
That was a whole lot that they listed. But I think that was just done purposely to say that she was booked
and busy. I believe it.
Yeah. But that's a whole lot. You talking about a lead. First of all, I'm sorry. I don't want to see Mel in no lead role in no movie. We seen her in that play. So stop. And then two, let's just take the lead role in the movie. That's a lot of work. These folks be out for months.
I ain't never seen her act before. I don't know that I want to, but
you did
I know
see her act last season. Was that last season? When she was doing the play and shit. We just seen that.
What play?
You don't remember the whole thing with the lady when she was in the play?
Oh, that was a long time ago. Yeah, when she was doing, but I feel like, shoot, a lot of people are terrible when they first get started. I don't know what her whole plan is with acting and all of that, but yeah, that's a whole lot of studying in order to just do the role. And, and one thing about Mel, though, when she says she want to do something, so far, whatever she put out there, and just with that, she been wanting to act for a long time. So I guess.
But that's what I'm saying, though. We talking, and they said this is just the next 3 months. So that's what I'm saying. Just acting alone take up so much time, and you also talking about being in Milan and being in Dubai too. I'm like,
well, these were not things that have already been booked. These are things that she said. The lady said she did Fashion Week here. So she wants to start booking her for other fashion weeks. So this isn't stuff that's already on the calendar. This is stuff that they're looking to put on the calendar.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Chances are, if she brought it up already, she got a good idea that it's gonna be.
That's a lot. That's a lot. The Scots and Slutty Vegan. So they hosted Slutty Vegan, which we know is based out of Atlanta. At Black, and they're trying to convince her to partner with them to have one built up in Huntsville. I want to try them because I need vegan food the way that we make our food. I need to taste like how we make our food. So I do want to try the little Slutty Vegan.
I've had some vegan food where I was just like,
but that's what I'm saying. I need it the way we make it. I don't need it like I need. Like sometimes I'll be watching Tabitha, and Tabitha be making that stuff look good. I need some of us. I need to try our food, not just
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not just a vegan burger from such
Right,
a such. Yeah.
right. Now, yeah, that don't work. I need some of our seasoning and stuff. You know how to make it taste the way it's supposed to taste. You know,
Mhm.
like not for nothing. Y'all should see this dog over here tearing up this little dog. Still on the floor going to town. Not for nothing, I would eat Tasha from Escape, her vegan food. Tasha look like she cooked. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not eating nothing that Tasha put her hands on. Me, my food got to be cooked with love, and that's
It ain't cooked with
not
love.
gonna work for me. Now this vegan lady, I don't know her personally, but her energy was definitely
It was different.
it was different.
And the way Maurice was throwing down on that sloppy toppy, he made the food look good. Okay. So they talk about the comeback group and how the difference is, you know, because now they got this, everybody got experience under their belt. It's not like how it was before. And Maurice says his concern is how they gonna work together because the host is actively going through some things. And
Well, the hosts are not the hosts. So you have to not look at them like the hosts. You have to
they
figure out how
can't
you're going to work with them individually.
that couple can't do that, and that irritates my soul. And Tisha was like, well, let's just focus on the business side and let them take care of their personal issues. I was like,
Absolutely right.
absolutely.
Yes.
Well
What
said.
she said.
Mm-hmm. Then she asked them what they want to do. Do y'all want to come in on the planning part and raise money? Or do y'all just want to speak and work on the other side of it? Like, tell us what you want to do. Kimmy is going on like, you know, this sound like is your thing, like it's y'all thing. So we trying to figure out what it is that you want. And this is what I'm not understanding with Kimmy, because she's saying it's in the planning part. And you know, Marcel said his little smart stuff, like we being sneaky about your involvement, we using you guys. But here's the thing. They're asking you, what do you want to do? If there ain't nobody being sneaky, you know what I'm saying? They're saying, where do you want to come in? Do y'all want to come in on that? Or do you want to come in and just speak? Just let us know what you want to do. Because here's the thing. And if it's a health-wise situation, because she says she got a lot going on, didn't say that, because I feel like they'll understand that too. Marcel made it very clear he ain't paying. So make it very clear what you're going to do.
I'm not part of it because I don't do shit for free.
Right. And if that's what it is, then say that. I'm trying to understand, why does she keep going back and forth about what, you know, y'all being sneaky and y'all this.
Well, this
they
is the
ask
thing.
you what
No,
you
they're
want to
not
do.
being sneaky. And I think Kimmy wants for Tisha, since it's your idea, like I feel like if I came to you with something, I'm gonna say, Tamika, I know you're administrative. I need help in the administrative department. Can you help me there? And you wouldn't be like, what would you want me to do? Because I'm going to tell you directly what I need from you. Now, am I asking for it for free? If you feel like compensation, obviously, I don't feel like you should be asking people to do shit for free. So whatever they're talking about over there, that y'all want them all to bring their followers and all of that, you know,
if you said
their names, their images, all of that is going to promote the business as a whole. Because who do people want to come see? I want to come see Kimmy. They ain't really trying to see, you know what I mean?
But your thing is, this is the thing. Hey, y'all, this is a group. This is what I'm coming up with. I ain't got it all together, but this is what I'm thinking about doing. She ain't come to her like, this is my idea. She brought it to everybody like, hey, this is what I'm thinking about doing. Now tell me what you want to do. If this is something y'all want to do, what do you want to come in on this? Do you want to help with this? Do you want to help with that? I
guess the better answer will be, when you haven't figured out what it is you're doing, then when you have a more clear vision of what it is you're trying to do.
So if she came with it like that, then what is the issue with her saying this sound like this is a y'all thing? Because her issue is, this sound like it's you and Marcel's thing. Well, if it's
Because
their
Tisha and
thing,
Marcel are absolutely gonna make money off of it.
so if it's their thing,
Then do it.
then let them do it. You know what I'm saying? Then why have an attitude?
I wouldn't be losing no sleep over it. I'd be like,
Yeah,
I
I
didn't know
just
I
feel
never said
like
what you wanted. And you were like, let me know what you want to do or whatever. I don't really have time to be trying to figure that out. What I do know is my time costs money. If you're not compensating people, then I'll come show up and
then
say,
say
hey,
I
y'all,
can't do it. Then say if y'all not trying to pay, then I'm not trying to do
I'm
it.
not gonna be involved.
I just feel like it's too much with the back and forth. Just say, you know what the hell? You either yes or no. If I don't have time, because my time is
I'm gonna tell
busy.
you why. Because Timmy is trying to be careful with Tisha's feelings. And when Tisha and Marcel got in that confessional, they start talking about, now they starting to sound like the host. And I need them to stop being, maybe she hanging out with Mel too much. That was Tisha and Marcel.
Mhm.
Maybe I need them to start being more Team Scott. So what you saying? You want them to just,
I don't feel like they just want them to do it. Just say if you want to do it or not. That was some shade. Them
I
saying
wouldn't
that.
have had no problem saying I'm not doing
I
it
don't think
for.
most people wouldn't have a problem. I don't know why we're going around in circles. Just say,
For a
yeah,
scene, I suppose.
I'll be on it if you know, or well, if you ain't paying, you can leave me out.
I got
That's
way too
one.
much going on right now.
I got too much. I can't even do no
I would rather
stuff.
spend my time on something that's going to pay me, especially
Exactly.
when I know y'all are getting paid. There's no way y'all are putting together this whole thing. You know,
Right.
Mel
So
already
that's what
said
I'm
you could get
saying.
sponsorship. Why wouldn't you even think about factoring our compensation in?
But cause they cheap, and as we told Marcel and Tisha. So y'all trying to do the cheap way out. Knowing that, then just say, I'm out. I'm straight. I don't have time. I don't
And
have the time.
Martell is bringing absolutely nothing to the table. So what is he gonna do? Get naked? That's what he does.
Well, that's what he
He gonna
does.
show up in no shirt and.
Well, speaking of which, him and Marcel is bartering services. So Marcel is gonna help Martell pass his builder's license test. Well, try to help him. And
Marcel had a whole
Martell,
tutor last time.
well,
What is Marcel gonna do different than the tutor did?
y'all know Marcel's tricks. Now, I'm not saying that he a cheater, but what I'm saying is y'all don't know his tricks.
What I do know
Martell,
is if you're gonna be wearing a black beanie, pull the lid off of it. I couldn't focus on what he was saying because he looked like he dug that thing from out of the glove compartment of his car.
Martell is training Marcel to help him lose weight.
He said, become a more attractive person.
I don't think he can help him do that part. No, I think they both are on the, if that's what that's the plan, I think they're both on a no-win
Is Martell
situation.
qualified for that? I mean, come on.
I
Just
don't
because you
think
go
either
to the
one of them is
gym.
gonna do what they supposed to do. I don't see it happening. Sorry. So they bring up the comeback group.
I think Martell, no, this is the plan. So Martell is trying to get Marcel in better shape. And so then Marcel can go over to the place and take the test for him and just pretend like he's Martell. And he gotta be fat. He gotta have a little cut up body a little better for he can go take the
I'm
test.
just thinking it's some kind of cheating in the plan. That's just when I see Marcel.
It's like that's what it's gonna take.
I'm not gonna say this, but Marcel don't come across as the smartest person either. So I'm just
Martell's
saying,
remedial ass went to Marcel's remedial ass for help.
yeah, it said,
He
how
had a
did you
whole real
pass it?
tutor. Tisha's the one over there with all the degrees. So maybe he should have asked her for help.
And he said, I'll show you how I pass it if you help me lose this weight. And whatever that, and if he mess around and pass it, I'm just saying.
You sit down and you study. I feel like Marcel at least studied hard enough to pass the test. Martell, You have to study.
I don't think Marcel.
I know one thing. Fred said, "No, bitch, you won't be using my builder's license to do nothing." And then we never saw him again.
Fred listened to all of us last year when we said run.
He never came back.
So he gonna do the cheating way with Marcel.
I just don't understand why there's so much cheating involved if that's what you do.
Because of the bookwork. Some people are doers, but not past the bookwork. I know a couple of people who could. Now, here's the thing, though. It's probably some, once you know how to do some stuff, but then you skip over some stuff and that could come back on you. But I know a lot of people that work.
Shoot sperm. That's what he's good at.
I know a lot of people that worked on houses and could do some stuff, but ain't been in nobody's school, but they know how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know that he knows how to work on houses. His pants be too tight. Martell is a coochie boy.
Well, I'm talking about Marcel.
Oh, well, Marcel passed the test.
Did he?
I mean, he got a license. Right. I don't feel like he's that dumb, Marcel. Not like Martell. I think Martell's dumb, for real.
Well, yeah.
And things of that nature.
I just feel like Marcel know a way to get around certain stuff, too.
Most of those tests are not that complicated.
Well, I don't know. I ain't never seen no builder's test.
Me either, but I've seen like how licensing works. All the licensing tests, it's just not that serious.
I don't know. I know a lot of people when they do the real estate test, it takes a lot of people a lot of times to pass.
Only reason that takes is because there's so much information.
Well, I would hope it's so much information.
And you require a lot of reading.
I will hope it's a lot of information when we're talking about building a house, electrical work and all of that. I will hope so.
I mean, but if you're doing it, you know the answers. That's all I'm saying. I just feel like Martell ain't really doing any of that. He's posing. He's posing. He's a poser.
I can believe that. So they talk about the comeback group and how it never did anything. But Martell said he liked the fact that, someone like them, they finally stepped up as leaders to move it forward. And then Martell want to know, when did Tisha and Mel decide to be friends again? He trying to throw off because he like it when everyone.
Why is that a problem? Now you're upset
because he don't like that they're cool. He don't like that they're cool. He liked it better when everybody was against Mel.
Hated Mel.
Yeah. So he brings up that Mel kept him away from the kids for 56 days. I'm like, did Mel do that or was that the court?
That was the court that did that.
Okay. Because I thought he was supposed to be
and he also said I find out she inviting people to the birthday that she doesn't even like. But I was like, yeah, but the kids like each other.
He's just it's the whole day. Her and Tisha is cool enough right now.
And I feel like if we don't really rock with each other, but we're agreeing to be cool, bringing my kids to your kid's birthday party is a very easy way for me to be cordial and not have to really, you know what I'm saying? Because now I'm just here because the kids like to play with each other.
Martell said he want to see his kids on every special day, but Mel is okay being cool with them just, like the following week instead of having it on that day. Well,
so what is the alternative? What is the alternative? She's supposed to have Thanksgiving with you?
She has no choice. That's what the court paperwork says. The court paperwork says you get this holiday and you get that holiday. She's just
right. So what's the alternative? If you have Thanksgiving and she's like, I'll just do it next week. The alternative is you want everyone to be there together. You want Mel to come to Thanksgiving or all y'all as a family?
I'm sure he would if he could have it that way.
Or I could just do it Saturday. When y'all come home, we'll have turkey again.
Yeah. I mean, I think most people do that. You know what I'm saying? When you have to
Even
share.
this whole thing, like, I can't call the kids while they're with her. What are you calling them about?
Well, that was something different. And that was all in the court paperwork.
But I mean, he brought it up in that conversation.
He did, but that did come out in the court paperwork that he had bought the kids' phones, and she took the phones from the kids.
I wouldn't let them bring their phones over to my house either. I have a phone for them.
He don't have her number. So if he don't have her number,
well,
if
she
he
could
wants
get a burner phone for the kids.
She didn't give him no numbers. So
well, she had to, because I'm sure the court probably said
that was part of the issue that caused the problem. So if he bought them phones, let them have the phones that he bought them. So if you want to talk to your kids, talk on the phone. You ain't got to call my phone. So that was part of the issue that
I think her concern was him like sending shit in her house to be able to listen, because he be doing weird shit.
He probably was, but you can't just not do it. And if he do that and you got proof that he did that, then be like, this the type of shit he do.
Or you can just put them phones in a box outside in the garage and be like, call your daddy back.
So what happened?
I don't know why he feels like he needs to be calling them. I want to talk to them every night before they go to bed on your week. Get the fuck out of here.
I do. I would.
He doesn't.
If it was my kids, I would call my kids every night when they're not with me. I would.
I don't have that experience, so I can't say, but I'm saying he doesn't. Like, I don't think that's what that's about.
But I don't think that's uncommon, though. That's not uncommon.
But to say goodnight, not for a mother, no. But I don't think that's it for him.
So we at the skate birthday party. Usher got everybody out here want to skate again. Okay, Usher got the party jumping again with that. So we at the party. Martell came in, and Mel asked to speak to him outside, and she tells him this is a private event, and I mean, if you want, you can get the kids afterwards. She explained that she don't have to invite him to party because according to their custody papers, she has them on their birthday during odd years. So this is 23. He refused.
So she was live tweeting during this episode, Mel was. This dude pulled up with not just himself, but other people, like aunts and other folks. Like he was just gonna bum rush her party with family members. And he already knew prior to that day that he was not invited to the party.
So you don't think that the kids invited him or told him it was okay for him to come?
I think he might have been talking to his daughter and said, I sure wish I could be at your party. And she probably was like, me too. Because, you know, we've seen him do that shit like on the internet with his kids, prompt them to say what he wants them to say. At the end of the day, this is a court order and don't involve your kids in that shit. I don't think she emailed him to come.
Well, the mom came over, tried to calm down the conversation. He got turned up. He got to yelling at her.
Did you see
Mel
how he was
threatened to
screaming
call
at her
the
mother?
police. He said he ain't care. He go back in. The girls was all hugging on him, and then he ended up leaving. They gonna have to learn how to co-parent. Y'all got 15 years. At least 15 more years. Because how old is Sugar Mama? 3?
He's not. He's not.
They both gonna have to learn.
He's not. I'm gonna say he's not.
I don't think she's willing either. At this point,
I wouldn't be willing either. I'd be so fucking tired of him and his bullshit.
I think he's full of shit, but I think both of them together is amped up. At some point, some of it you gotta calm some of it down. Some of it is not. I
don't know. I was so upset with him in that moment. I just felt sorry for her because I was like, he is like doing that she's in a position now where she really can't do nothing because if she does, her kids are there. And so is he just gonna be allowed
And
to
that's
bogart
my whole
himself?
thing. The kids
Everything
are
she
there.
does, he gonna just bogart himself into it, and she just always gonna have to be like, let me suck it up because it's for the kids. Fuck him. Fuck that. Fuck that. Sorry.
But at the end of the day, the kids are still, and you know what? Sometimes it do have to be because of the kids. Because them out there yelling at each other, I was just sitting up there. For me, I'm sitting up there like, dang, them kids are sitting out there watching their parents out there yelling and screaming.
But they weren't. They
didn't
see it because they were on the other side. They were inside the skate rink and that took place outside. They'll see it afterwards, but I'm sorry, I don't agree. I think he should be stopped. That's not okay.
Leave it alone because I don't need y'all millimeters coming after me because I have a difference of opinions. But you can't say nothing against Mel.
Do they really come after people? Like,
absolutely, they doing this horrible.
Yeah, like they did because they was down there trying to get. I was like, y'all trying to get court documents and stuff is not that serious. But Martell just
was going after the judge for her.
Can you imagine if he hollered at my mama like that? We would have had to call the police.
But the whole thing, that's what I'm saying. Just to watch that's traumatizing for a kid.
Well, he's responsible though.
Both of them.
Make him stop it. It won't be a thing.
It's both. It's both. They both gotta get their shit together.
I'm not bending. Fuck him. No.
Well, we just gonna have to agree to disagree.
I guess, child, because I can't stand look at this nigga. And I tell you what, I hope we done with him over there in Atlanta because I do not want to have to keep looking at Cookie Cake. You gonna look at it
because what's his name? What's the
Oh, this nigga Carlos is in love with
Carlos worked real hard to put this story together.
Oh my God.
This over here.
Martell, can you bend Carlos over and get it out of his system for God's sake?
Maybe already happened. But Carlos and Andy is working real hard to put this together. So you're gonna have to watch it all season. So we got Tisha and Kiki. They at the party. They discussed the last time they were all together and how we got a little heated before wait a minute, what? Oh, they were talked about how they were the last time they were all together and how it got a little heated. But before they could talk about it, Tisha's daughter, who's now a big old teenager, came over and was asking about her dad. And Mel was like, hey Macy, how you doing? And she was like, hi. And she was like, she said something, how you doing or whatever. She was like, yeah. And I was like, she ain't checking for Mel. I was like, the look was all on her face. She didn't watch the show. I want to check it.
All the teenagers act like that I'm around. Because I be thinking the same thing, like my friends' kids, when I see them, they're like, hey, they're just like, and Caitlin is that way. Caitlin can be here, running her mouth, acting a fool. And then when we get around people, all of a sudden she just clams up. I just, teenagers
I feel like
are weird.
She watched that show. And
that's definitely part of it, but I don't think she care about Mel one way or the other because the kids are, it's a skating party.
Millimeters, she can't do no wrong. Look, the girl gave the girl.
Are you calling me a millimeter?
Yes. The girl gave her a look. Whatever. Like I would look if I seen somebody who.
That's why you got cut off because you called me a millimeter. I don't care. You can be a Martell coochie.
I'm not a Martell person either. I'm not on either side.
I'm not either. I just don't feel like I just didn't read that much into it. To me, the teenagers be acting. You can't
say nothing against and y'all jump on. Listen, that's the same look I would have gave somebody who was getting into it with my mama. I don't care what y'all say. That's what the look is. That's what she gave. The girl gave the same look I would have gave somebody who I've been watching on TV argue with my mom. It would have been like, oh, hey, like my wife. That's the look she gave. But you can't say nothing negative, so I'll move on. So Kiki, she talked about her beef that she got with Tiffany. And she gonna handle it when she see her. And then she talked. Well,
I'm not looking forward to that. I'm good on Tiffany and Kiki arguing about
it's gonna be
the
crazy
party from last year.
So they bring up males having this tea, and they're gonna help them with communication. And you know, she says she coming, but when she coming, she gonna deal with Tiffany, child. And then they go over there and cut the cake in the episode. It's over. So next week it's gonna be that tea party, child. So her and Kiki, and I mean Tiffany, finna get into it. She said, what she tell her? She was out there helping her find her father. And she was like, oh, and by the way, I knew who my father was. So Kiki was helping.
Now, didn't I say that? Didn't I say that last week when
Kiki was the one?
spa? No, I said that same thing when Tiffany was running her mouth, talk about them puppets and shit. And I said, if I pull a file out in my purse, is you gonna know who your real mama is?
Oh.
I said that, and now Kiki is taking it there. Somebody like, see, that's what the thing is. Like, if you want to snap, then don't be mad at how somebody snap back at your ass, because Kiki don't have no friendship invested in Tiffany. I'm not a Tiffany fan, so as much as I'm tired of talking about it, if she gonna zing that ass, because
she coming to zing, child. And then Maurice blaming monster behavior on Kimmy not having a good relationship with Kaya. But nothing had nothing to do with him. Nothing that he do. Monster's acting up because of your relationship. It all started when you had a bad relationship with his mama.
Okay, well, and he's a teenager again. Like, I don't know if that makes me a Maurice meter or whatever you call it, but he's a teenager and they be acting a fool. And Kimmy, well,
he didn't say that.
Kimmy is not his mother. Kiowa is, and I feel like, yeah, he might be influenced by, you know.
But it would have been okay if he said that. He said it was Kimmy's fault. That's what he said.
Maurice makes no sense. And Stormy's mother, wow.
Here we come, Miss Wanda Part 2. Well, that's gonna be Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all go ahead, drop down in the comments, hit that like button. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.